OTTO Place is slated to launch in July 2025 and is right beside Novo Place. Is it the same, or will there be additional things that I missed out in the first video when I talked about Novo? So today I'm going to cover the 7 new things that were going to happen in the West that is related to OTTO Place. Let's go. Okay, the first one that I didn't touch on is the ITH of Jurong East, which is the building that you see right here. It looks a little bit simple, but if you cross the road of the current Jurong East MRT to the HDB side, you will see there is a 27-story tall office building that's going to be built right beside Jurong East. And initially I thought there's only one side, which will be the office blocks, but actually it is linked by this sky bridge that will link the two sides together, where one of the side will be the sports center and the library, and the other side will be the office block and the amenities. So this is something that is an upgrade for the Jurong Central, and more is coming when the second CBD is coming up in the Jurong East estate. And for the second part will be the introduction of the new Tengah line, which I shared earlier. If you haven't seen the video, please see it after this video. So for this line, which will link directly from Tengah station all the way to the city center, this will add on to the viability or the accessibility of the West, being the second CBD and connected to the central. So more of it in this video, so please go and see. I will not elaborate further. And if you have missed the Novo Place location video, which I did months back, so this will be the cut as well for that video. Okay, for number 3, I actually mentioned Jayden in the previous video, which it hits already 2008 per square feet at the moment. So today I'm talking about the 2 other projects that is in the West, but this time around these 2 projects has no MRT, but is still within the Jurong Lake District estate, which is called Sora and the Lake Garden. So little do you know that currently they already transacted up to 2005 per square feet, and these are not asking, these are already transacted. So people already accepted 2005 per square feet in the West, as the second CBD is slowly taking shape, and more are coming to hit that price point and up in the future. So in contrast, buying an EC at about 1,005 to 1,006 per square feet, or even at 1,007, I think the price gap is still digestible, and you are still not paying at a high premium compared to your condo counterparts. There are 2 more launches that's coming up, which I'll touch on number 4 and number 5 points. The number 4 will be the one beside Lakeside MRT. Okay, so this GLS is currently under tender, so we are not sure which developer will bid for it, but a few highlights for this definitely will be the MRT, because it is just right beside the MRT station. Actually, there's one more plot of land which is currently the Showflat of Lumina Grand, but other than that, this Lakeside GLS will be the closest among the Lakeside MRT without crossing the road. Okay, so other than this, not only is gonna promise the forever view of the Lake Garden lake view, because you'll be overlooking the secondary school, so you will be unblocked towards the Lake Garden. Not only that, it also have the school factor, which is within 1 kilometer to the famous Rulang Primary School. So this land will be highly anticipated for people who want to buy new launch condo in the Lakeside area, which is near good school, near the private estate, and near the Lake Garden. This land will likely hit 2005 and up, especially when Lake Garden and Sora already transacted at 2005. So now after the Lakeside GLS, the next one will be the Hongkar Station GLS. Okay, this land is already tendered to a consortium by Hong Leong and Guacoland. So the big boys are coming to Tengah now, and they are the first one who hit the first condo in Tengah itself, because the rest previously are all ECs. So this condo land is right beside Hongkar MRT station, which is under the JRL, and beside it is all the water bodies that you can see from this picture, from the previous BTO that is beside Hongkar station that is launched earlier. and they are facing the waterway view, something like the Punggol waterway. And this condo will definitely have that unblocked view, and it's beside MRT station, so it's considered very similar to Lakeside GLS. Okay, in comparison, we are just 2 to 3 road junction away, so their price should be comparable, but I think the Lakeside will be more expensive lah. Okay, other than that, NUSH will be confirmed moving to opposite this GLS, Hongkar GLS, to have this Tengah General and Community Hospital. Okay, so it will be operated by NUSH. So very anticipated for workforce to be right to, how to say, I would say beside the hospital is a yes and no to many buyers, but for a hospital to be right beside your condo means that rentability, and a lot of people that is white collar will be looking at your condo because they can just walk across the road to their workplace. So in contrast again, buying an EC, which is the same MRT line, which is a few stations away, at close to 700 to 800 per square feet difference, I think it will be pretty interesting to look at, especially you are the one buying EC, not the condo. Okay, because I believe this Hongkar condo, they might not launch as cheap as you think, because it is actually more prime than Sora and Lake Garden, which is a direct train to the Jurong Lake district, where the other two have to walk to the MRT station. Okay, and it also have the view of landscape whereby the waterway, and it's right beside amenities. So this Hongkar GLS might not launch at 2000 to 2002. Okay, my guess would be similar to Parktown in Tampines, launching at 2003 to 2004 per square feet as a start, and you will ultimately land at 2005 per square feet. So number 6, we cannot talk about the EC without talking about the last EC that is in the west. Okay, so after OTTO Place, after all the EC in the west is fully sold, the last one will be in Bukit Panjang, which is in this place called Senja Close. So currently Senja Close EC site is under tender, so we don't know what is the tender result, but I suspect it should be similar to OTTO or slightly higher, because that will be the last piece of land in the west. Okay, if not, you're going to buy some Bawang and Woodlands already. So other than this, this Senja site is not very big. It's about 200 plus units strong. It is a high rise, small piece of land, and is beside a place of worship. So I know because of Novo, a lot of people don't like to stay near the temple. So this place of worship, we are not sure what place of worship will it be, and it will be one of the deal breaker. And not only that, the bigger deal breaker will be the facing towards KJE. Okay, you can see all the northern buildings are facing the expressway, and this expressway, if I'm not wrong, should be a 7 to 9 lane wide expressway. Then of course, if you don't mind the white noise of the expressway, facing the expressway will have its perks, because not only that you have no people looking at you, and towards the many years in the future will have nobody, because in front will be a military installment. Okay, so this will be the last EC after OTTO Place. So for those who don't really like Senja, I'm not saying that it's bad, please let me know, because OTTO will be launching in July this year. So last but not least, we have to talk about why people waited for OTTO and not opted for Novo Place. I think the only reason, because both the sites are about the same size, is because OTTO caters 80% car park lots for the residents, compared to Novo Place 50%. I'm not saying Novo is a bad buy, because actually Novo is nearer to Tengah Park Station than OTTO Place, especially if you're going to share the same sheltered walkway. Okay, so other than that, OTTO also has its con. Not only is beside the MRT track, it is also facing PIE, the exit of PIE. So comparing both sides, I would say Novo has a more superior side, just that it has a compromise of 50% car park lot. Okay, so other than this, 80% car park lot is very welcome for some of my clients where they not only have one car, they may have two, so they have no choice but to wait for OTTO Place. But to be entering later, likely the price will be slightly higher as well, because now you're looking at about 1,006 per square feet for Novo Place remaining units, and it's selling very, very fast. Okay, so let me know if you want to be posted in this EC, and more videos are coming your way. So do subscribe and like this video if you like it, and see you in the next one.